Morning, everyone. Just wanted to share something that God shared with me this morning, and it was just cool this morning. It was a beautiful morning, and this message was coming to me. Like, we don't need a perfect setting to meet with God. He's already very near to us. He's already waiting. And it was like beautifully quiet. It was cold morning, 8 degrees outside, um, but everything was still um, as I was still just thinking about God, like when he draws near, his warmth is a sort of contrast to the air around. Um, and I was in my zero gravity chair like I usually do, but underneath the radiant heater. So with the cool, it's always so nice. And the coffee was steaming. And I sat watching that vapor as it swirled up out of the coffee. And in that moment, God just said, like, this is how my spirit works. It just moves this way and it moves that way. And um, just follow that spirit as it moves. And I just sat contemplating that thought. Like no one can box in steam. It doesn't. It'll find a crack. It'll move out. It moves freely. It flows just where it will. Just like the Spirit of God. Jesus himself mentioned this as like the wind. Um, and this message is not just for me. It's for the church. A reminder and a warning. It's an invitation. God's Spirit is not confined to buildings or services or schedules. He moves just wherever He wills. And He meets people exactly where they are. Uh, like in Scripture, we read, like, where did He meet them? He met the apostles in a boat during a raging storm, and He met Daniel in a lion's den. He met Moses in a burning bush and on a mountain. Jesus prayed in the olive grove and the hilltops. He taught in the streets, dined in your home. So many times when they were breaking bread, that it was in a home at supper time or at a meal. And as they walked along the journey, Jesus met with them as they were walking. Like Jesus meets us where we're going in our day, in our life. He met Abraham in his tent. He called him to a journey into the unknown, and he went with him on the journey. He met with him like in the tent. He told him to come on out and look at the stars. Like he's in creation, and he's a real God. He's not a God that's you have to go to church to meet. He's not waiting for you to be perfect. He's not holding back until you're in a holy building or saying all the right things. He's a God who shows up in real life. Maybe that's at your kitchen washing your dishes, or at the side of the road changing a tire, even, or right at your office desk. And especially in those moments where you're like, what is going on with life? Just pause and ask him to join you because he's already there. I know this deep in my spirit. He's already right beside you. I have seen it. I have felt it. I've seen his presence standing next to people and they didn't even realize that Jesus was there. Instead, he showed up right in the middle of a room as we start talking about him, and poof, he's right there. And I've seen him step into people to speak through them as they were giving a message to a church. But you don't have to find Jesus. Just acknowledge him. Just ask him, what are you doing today, Lord? Where are you going? How could I walk with you? He's not here to judge. He's not disappointed in where you are or what you've done. He's simply, truly, passionately longing for you to talk to him. Do you ever wonder like how closely he's listening to you or thinking? Malachi 3:16 says, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord heard, he hearkened, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name. So even your conversations about him are recorded, even your thoughts are written down. Do you know, to me, this means that he's not just near, he's attentive. He's noticing the quietest, smallest moments when your mind turns to him. And he doesn't do it because he's wanting to scrutinize you or analyze you. He does it because he loves you deeply and intimately, and he's waiting for that moment to have a conversation with you. He waits all day long for that conversation. Your whole life, he's still waiting. Even if you haven't yet turned your mind to him, he's there. So if you feel distant, distracted, discouraged, full of sorrow, maybe alone. You're not alone, not ever. He's near you, he's beside you in the stillness, chaos, just every day. And he's waiting for a thought, a whisper, and just a glance in his direction, just a pause. So let him record that moment in his book. Let him meet you right where you are today, because that's what he does. That is our God. Hope this helps you today, everyone. It really helped me. Thank you. Take care.